What's up, everybody? I have in front of me my first box of fun. This is one that I ordered myself directly. I do have another one on the way from a friend. We look out for each other basically, and I sent him some figures recently. So he did get another box of fun for me that actually has the Proto-Robos mascot in it. This one here, if people know me well, it's no surprise that I did go for the lion, the pop protectors, because I am a Leo. I actually got my birthday coming up here very soon, so I kind of look at it as like a birthday gift to myself, getting the boxes of fun and then also the SDCC figures, because I did get everything I want, thankfully, and it actually was pretty easy this convention, and I figured it would be for the most part. So yeah, I'm very happy that I have these figures here. We're going to get into this box of fun in just a second, but first I do want to share something that I did not know up front, and I think a lot of collectors did not know this up front. So with the box of fun, I think people assume that you are only allowed to get one box altogether. It turns out that it's just one box per team. So you actually could have ordered yourself all 4 of the boxes. That just wasn't made clear, I think, to the public at large. Some people figured that out, when the box is actually launched. I still am okay with that, that I didn't go for more than one, because the website was so spotty. I was having so many issues. I think if I would have tried to order more than one, I may have missed out completely. But yeah, that is how some people were able to get multiple boxes. They didn't do anything, funny or whatever. I know some people love to screen bots. Not everybody has a bot. Like I said, some people legitimately ordered more than one team because they were allowed to do that. I wish that had been made clear up front, for other people. Like I said, myself, I probably still would have just gone with one box, get in, get out, make sure I get my main want there. And I was able to get my main want, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, in the future, I hope that, Funko will be more clear about whether or not people can order more than one box. Now, before we get into this one, like I already said, this is the Pop Protectors. I did decide to order separately. I had some credit on Mercari, and then I found one at a reasonable price as well, because I really wanted the Killer Crowns as well. So I did go ahead and order one, and like I said, that credit that I had on Mercari was a big help with this, and then finding a seller that was actually more reasonable than a lot of others. Now, as far as the the individual mascot pops are concerned, I really feel like the prices are going to go down. They're going to keep going down probably as more people try to sell them. And some people didn't want them to begin with. They just wanted the Freddy Funkos. But yeah, I really wanted to make sure that I got the Killer Crowns into my collection. Of course, each of the mascots is 6,250 pieces. There's a good look at the box there, the text on the back. See if that'll, doesn't really want to focus too well there, but yeah, I really like the look of this one. I kind of like, clown related pop figures. So I actually will get all of the mascots that I have out at the end of the video, and we will take a look at the blacklight, how they actually look up under a black light there. But let me go ahead and get into this first box. And I actually have not received the second box yet. It's coming later on this week. So when I get that second box, I'll basically wrap this video up. But I really want to go ahead and see what I have in this one. So I've already gotten a slight peek, so I can see where the mascot pop is. I know there are tabs on the top. Like I said, I watched a lot of the unboxings, to see what people were getting. So let me carefully go ahead and get the mascot pop out here. So there he is, Pop Protectors. Yeah, like I said, I will get this out of the box at the end of the video here. We'll take a look at the actual black light effect on it. Very cool design. I really love this figure. I was so glad I was able to get this one. I think this might have been the first one to sell out. I like the way it looks there too, that logo design there. But yeah, I think this one ended up going very quickly because it was the first one listed from the options, and I think a lot of people just wanted to get through very quickly, to make sure they actually got a box. So yeah, pretty awesome there, and I do really like the look of the boxes as well. Let's see what we got here next. We're getting into the Freddy Funko figures here now. Okay, so the first one we have, I'll be honest, this is not one that I really wanted. So this is Freddy Funko as Han Solo, but I'm pretty sure I could trade this one, especially because it is a 3,000 piece figure here. So because it's 3,000 piece, I'm assuming that the other two that I have in this particular box are going to be 4,000 pieces. The box just has the Freddy Funko on there, and then it says Star Wars on the back. If I was going to get a Star Wars, of course, that glow-in-the-dark Darth Maul, that would probably be the only one that I would actually keep for my collection because that's such a cool figure. But yeah, this one, even though I don't want this one, I think it'll be very easy for me to trade. I've already actually talked to at least 2 friends about doing some possible trades. So yeah, I'll definitely be able to find a home for this one and get something that I really do want for my collection if I don't get it out of these boxes. This is not a bad pop. I do get the reference, of course. I'm not sure how much Han Solo actually wore that jacket or not, but yeah, it is a cool pop, but just not one really for me necessarily. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Like I said, they're probably going to be 4,000 pieces each. Ooh, and this one I could feel on the side. This one has been pressed in. Okay, so we have here the 4,000 piece Thor, and yeah, the box, it does have a crease here on the side. Yeah, so it feels like I guess the other box got pressed up against it somehow, which is weird because of the placement in the box. I mean, it was in this corner here, so that's unusual that it's like that. I wonder if the other box has any damage. But yeah, 4,000 piece Thor. This is not one I was necessarily hoping for, but it is one that I think I will go ahead and keep this one, especially since the box has that crease going on there. I think I will just hang on to this one here. I do, of course, like Thor as a character, and as a matter of fact, this one I may get it out of the box. We'll take a closer look at it because it is a little slightly damaged there anyway. Okay, so let's go to the last one, and I will say I should have said this up front. Really, my main wants are Carnage, either version of Carnage, whether it's metallic or non-metallic. Also Prince Adam I would really like. I think I can get Prince Adam in a trade, maybe Carnage in a trade as well. Then Spider-Man would be nice to have. Of course, I would keep that. It's not like my top want, but I would probably keep that one. And Batman would be nice to get as well. Those are a couple that stand out to me. I know some people don't like the Squid Games one. If I were to get the Squid Game one, the square one, that's the manager, I think I'd be happy with that one. I don't necessarily know if I would want like all 3 of those though. I don't want Russell from Up. That doesn't fit my collection, but I think most of the other ones, they would be cool. But let's go ahead and see what my last one here is for this box. Okay. Oh, and I just mentioned this, and yeah, okay, so that's what I got. I got the square manager from Squid Game, and like I said, I know a lot of people did not want these, but if I was going to get any of them, then I would want the square one, because again, the square one is the manager. Yeah, so I actually will get this out of the box and take a look at it as well in a moment. But for right now, I'm actually going to just sit these here. And once the other box arrives, of course, there'll be a quick edit here, and I'll go into that other box and we'll see what we got in that one. I'm not going to take Han Solo out because, like I said, I know I'm trading that one. But yeah, we will take a closer look at these other 2, and once I have all the mascots together, we'll get those out as well, and also check out the Blacklight glow on them. Alright, you all, time jump here. So it's been about 8 days, I think, since I did the first part of this video. And you see I did go ahead and take the Freddy Funko as Thor out of box here. Let's get a quick look at him. And I would imagine with that metallic paint job, he must look really cool up close. I mean, this version is fine as well. But yeah, I'm a sucker for a metallic paint job. So I know, especially with this helmet that he has here, that this would look good as metallic paint job in the body itself. But yeah, like I said, this one here is fine. The paint job could be a little bit better, but I think because it is based on like his original comic look, they can kind of get away with some slight flaws there, like here on the boots. That's not such a big deal, because I mean, the lines in old comics sometimes got a little bit rough at certain points. So yeah, there is the Thor one, and here is the Squid Game here, the manager. And when I saw the early images of these floating around, just pictures taken by people that they were sharing, at first I couldn't tell if they actually had the gun in hand for these Freddy Funkos, and I'm glad they do, because it is fitting, of course, for this particular character. And yeah, I do like the look of the mask. Of course, it's not actually to scale, but yeah, it's still pretty cool. So yeah, I'm happy with that one in the long run. Now, like I said previously, of course, I did get the Killer Crowns separately, and since that last, since the first part of this video, I should say, I actually did get more credit on Mercari So I decided, you know what, I'm going all in now with the mascots because I can afford to. So I actually did get here the Blacklight Bandits as well. And because I had the credit on Mercari, I had enough to cover the cost of this altogether, because there was a seller that really marked the price down, because if you look here on top of the box, there is some slight scuffing. And I noticed with the listings for the Blacklight Bandits that this happened to a lot of the boxes. I'm not sure what it was about this particular mascot, why that happened, but yeah, because of that, some people brought the price down. And like I said, I had the credit on Mercari, so I didn't have to pay a single dime for this. So now I will have all 4 of the mascots, because of course the Proto-Robos is in this next box here. And I'm going to go ahead and get to this next box, but you all, I want to be completely honest with you. After the first unboxing, I was so disappointed in the long run, the more I thought about it, that I told my friend Robert, I was like, just go ahead and let me know what's in this next box so I can kind of think ahead about trades. And he did let me know, so I actually know what I'm about to see in this box. I guess I'll still kind of turn the box and pull them out one by one for you all, but again, I know what's in this box. And I did notice this one. Okay, again, the tab not really quite all the way closed there, very easy to open up. This one though actually did ship in 2 cardboard boxes, you know, a box within a box like that, not unlike my first one. So this one actually was better protected. But let's go ahead and get to it. I want to see if I can actually possibly see the mascot first. I'm kind of taking a peek. I think it's over here in this corner. Let me see if I can get to it. Yeah, so we have here the Proto-Robo. So yeah, at this point now I do have all 4 of the mascots, and I'm glad that didn't take me long to do. And because that credit helped me out with Mercari, yeah, I didn't have to spend very much either to complete this set. Yeah, so this one, like a lot of people have said, you know, this one has more white than usual with the Blacklight pop, so that should help it to really stand out with the Blacklight on it. And at the end of the video still, you know, I think I mentioned this previously, we will take a look at, you know, all the mascots together in actual Blacklight lighting. Okay, so let's get to the actual pops here. I'll go with the one that was right next to the mascot. Okay, so we have here Danny Phantom. And because of the cheat sheet that was going around, I knew that there was a really good chance of me getting Danny Phantom. So and this one is going to be one that I will use to trade with, because I don't have anything against the series. I'm just not familiar with it. I've never watched a single episode of Danny Phantom. It's just not something I'm familiar with, like I said. Oh, I think I forgot that it's actually 3,000 pieces. So this one I could see long term actually holding some value. So I don't know. I haven't decided if I would trade this one right away. You know, we'll see about that. But in terms of design, I definitely like the design of it. I think it's one of the more interesting looking Freddy Funkos out of this particular mix, because of course he does have the green eyes there. He's got those really strong eyebrows, got the white hair going on, and it looks good with the black crown as well. But I'm not going to unbox this one because, like I said, this one is not going to end up staying in my collection. But again, a very cool one, Danny Phantom, 3,000 pieces. Oh, and by the way, I already have a trade set up to get myself the Prince Adam one. I'm actually going to trade the Freddy Funko as Han Solo for Prince Adam. And I know that the Prince Adam, I think is, I think it's a 4,000 piece, whereas this one is a 3,000 piece. I really doesn't matter to me. You know, I want what I want. So I'm going to trade that with the friend to get myself the Prince Adam. Okay, let's take a look at the next one here. We've got to slide it some. Okay. So this one here, another pretty cool one. We have Freddy Funko as Darth Maul. If you've been watching a lot of these videos like I have, then you already know what the last one is going to be in there. But even though this is not the glow-in-the-dark one, it is a good-looking pop, and it's another one with a really interesting design. And really, you got to know Freddy Funko well to like kind of look and see. You know, it does have his hairstyle there as well. You know, to actually look and tell that this is Freddy Funko, and of course, it does have the crown as well. Looks like they went with a silver crown for it. But yeah, this one I'm going to leave in the box as well, because even though I like the look of this, like if this was the glow-in-the-dark one, I would keep it. But I'm not a big enough Star Wars fan, you know, to hang on to something I really don't want in my collection. Like I'm not really crazy about, you know, so this one I may end up using for trading as well. But it is a cool pop, you know, even like I said, even without the glow, it's a cool pop, but just doesn't fit my collection super well. If it was glow in the dark, that'd be different, because I'm a sucker for glow in the dark as well. Glow in the dark and metallic, those are 2 of my favorite variants from Funko. And the last one here, this is the big hit. We have Freddy Funko as Spider-Man. And this is 4,000 pieces, but you would think that it was like less than that, because I think this is, you know, the most popular one. I mean, it's a bit debatable. A lot of people really did like Freddy Funko as Darth Maul glow in the dark as well. But I've seen a lot of people going really crazy over this one, including on the second market. You know, I've been seeing those listings, and this is definitely staying in my collection. There's no way I'm getting rid of this one here, because I think it's really awesome that they did Spider-Man. And, you know, for Freddy Funko, this being a bobblehead is somewhat unique. Of course, it just says Marvel there on the back. I think that makes it unique as well. I'm going to carefully get this out of box to take a closer look at it. And I do open my boxes up from the bottom very carefully, you know, to try to minimize any possible damage. Okay. So here we go. Freddy Funko as Spider-Man. I like the design that they went with too for this Spider-Man. The red crown just, it sets it off. It goes together so well. Again, bobblehead because it is Marvel. You know, it's a licensing thing. I like that they had this version too with the webbing up under his arms. This is such a cool pop. This is a really awesome one. So even though I was, you know, not completely thrilled by everything I got, this makes up for it in some ways. But still, you know, I will use the Freddy Funko as Darth Maul and maybe the Danny Phantom as well. We'll see, because I may use those for trades, because I really do still want a Carnage. I don't care if it's the metallic Carnage or the non-metallic. I really want that Carnage, and Batman would be nice to get as well. So if I can work it out to trade those two to get those other figures that I want, then I am going to work that out, because I would really love to have those in my collection. And there were a couple of boxes that actually had Carnage and Batman in them. I would have been so happy to end up getting that. I'm actually gonna now I have two of these boxes now. I might keep one for a while just for kind of a keepsake type thing, but one of these might get reused for like a giveaway or something. And yeah, pretty happy overall with you know, some of the pops that I have here. Like I said, I got all four of the mascots. Thor staying in my collection, the Manager, and Spider-Man. So I did get a couple of keepers here. It's just a couple, well, just, you know, two more that I will end up trading. Definitely let me know what you think about the figures that I have here. And if you did get a box of fun, you know, let me know how your luck was. Were you happy with what you ended up pulling from the box or boxes? Because I know there's other people that did get more than one box, basically. So just let me know how it ended up going for you. And yeah, let's go ahead and get to the mascots, checking out the Blacklight glow on them. With the mascots, at the actual in-person Fundays event, they did give out glow-in-the-dark versions of these mascots, you know, with the Blacklight paint jobs, which I'll be honest, that's something that confused me about Blacklight with Funko. When they first started doing them, I assumed that they would be glow-in-the-dark, you know, not just Blacklight paint jobs where you have to have the light on them to see the effect, because, like, you know, of course, with these, if I turn the light off, we're not seeing anything, you know. But yeah, it kind of confused me that they weren't glow in the dark from the beginning. But yeah, there's these, you know, I think 500 pieces, if I'm not mistaken, glow in the dark mascots from the Fundays event. I'm not going for any of those. They're way too expensive on the second market. Not worth it, in my opinion. It's cool for the people that were there and got them, but I just won't be going for them myself. Moving forward, though, it would be nice if Funko actually did make, you know, more Blacklight pops actually glow in the dark. That would be very much appreciated. So again, you know, of course, the first one I went with that I just had to have in my collection here, the Protectors one, because I'm a Leo, you know, all about that lion, of course, and really do like the look of this one as well. And my birthday is fast approaching, so again, I'm very happy to have this one in my collection. And I think the coloring does look pretty awesome as well. Even how they have the black there on the back, it just gives it that comic book type of feel to it. So yeah, really like the look of that. And yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna go for the glow in the dark ones, but I mean, who knows, in the future, if their prices ever come down, which is kind of unlikely, but if their prices came down to be reasonable, then the Protectors one would be the one that I would go after. Okay, so then we have the clown here. And I love especially the orange around the mouth there, you know, the orange lipstick basically. Kind of like how they did the hair as well, not making it completely orange. Makes it look more interesting. Yeah, so again, very nice colors. And of course, he's got the Funko crowns on the shorts there too. I like the colors they went with also for the socks and the laces there. Pretty awesome looking. Okay. Then we got the Proto-Robos, which I can tell right now, you know, of course, the helmet is darker there, so it's not picking up quite as much, but it still gives a nice contrast with the orange there on the helmet. And this one, I mean, it's Proto-Robos, but it also has kind of a samurai feel at the same time. So again, it's very interesting with this design. And I do like the big crown there on the chest, again representing Funko. So I think the only piece that looks a little bit awkward is this here on his mouth. I guess it's, you know, part of like the mouth guard basically, but it looks a little bit awkward there now, seeing it with the light in this way. So the Bandits one, again, is the one that I was like kind of the least interested in, but it does have some nice coloring as well. And I do like with the spray, you know, the spray paint can here, that it actually is spraying out. And again, it's nice how they have the crown, you know, somewhere on these different figures. And again, this one definitely has sort of a comic book feel to it with the way the paint job is done. Yeah, of course, the tail, got the pink lighting on there, pretty awesome. Yeah, so I'm definitely glad that I did go ahead and get this set here together. I did the same thing last year. I ended up getting all of the mascots. I'm happy with that set too. Although I think with the blacklight painting on these that it does kind of tie them together more than the figures from last year. Last year, they definitely stand apart from each other a lot more. But you know, we'll see what Funko decides to do with mascots next year. If they keep things kind of the same and they have some, you know, 4 interesting mascots again, maybe I'll have this be a yearly tradition where I try to go for all the mascots. You know, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that's going to do it for this unboxing video. Once I get, you know, some more trays worked out, hopefully I'll get those worked out. If I get the figures that I want, you know, if I get that Carnage and I get that Batman, then I will be sharing those in a future video. And also, at this point, I have pretty much all of my SDCC figures. There's just a couple of sodas on the way. And once I have those, then I am going to do my full SDCC haul. So that'll be coming up from the time of this video going up. It'll be in just a couple of days. So do be on the lookout for that. Of course, whenever there's enough information, you all know I do Funko News videos, so please continue to support those and share them as well. You know, that definitely does help out the community for people that may not be on all of the social media like Twitter and those different things. You know, some people aren't about all of that, so they do rely on YouTube. So please share the videos to help people out. But again, thank you all so much for taking the time to check this out, and I will talk to you all again real soon.